It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Orbits. Rocket on quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Orbits and the Pioneers. Next on Madden NFL 24.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Pioneers of Louisville and the Orlando Orbits. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Louisville, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Beltran. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Webb. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Orbits are on the board first here this afternoon.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Beltran. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Webb now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Jones on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Beltran. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Up the middle they go. Beltran. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
3rd down and 6.
To throw, Webb.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
2nd and 7.
As they've got it as we resume action. In motion left goes Jones.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And they run the option on 2nd down. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A play fake, now Webb. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Webb. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 14.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Beltran. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Webb to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Webb now from the gun.
That is caught.
And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle.
Beltran, 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Webb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jenkins. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Now Webb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually get kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Louisville offense back out now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the 35, here's second down and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Second and a couple. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Randall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Strong loses it on the hit. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Caps trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here's 3rd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Beltran. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now Webb. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll run on the inside handoff to about the 35, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On play action, they'll throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
The Louisville offense back out now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down now, Beltran. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on 1st down. Beltran. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down throw. Webb. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Up the middle they go. Beltran. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Beltran. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that'd scare me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Webb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And his kick here is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He completes it to Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Webb. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and a yard.
Webb now. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. On 1st down, it's Webb.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, Webb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Webb.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, Beltran. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, and it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Pioneers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So this drive spans 7 plays. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Orlando takes back over on offense.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Webb can't escape as he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle
touchdown from 17 yards out. And the Orbits look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The drive will start with an option going left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Off play action, it's Webb.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
A play fake, now Webb. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And his throw here's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now this throw caught left side.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Webb. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Webb. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That one 4th down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Orlando, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Louisville,
they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Are you looking for high-quality simulation football action? Then look no further than the greatest gridiron. Our league consists of 32 relocated franchises from around the world. We are the World Games of Simulation Football, where teams from all over the globe will compete on the greatest of gridirons. Hone your skills as a player or a member of a franchise coaching staff. Compete yearly for our illustrious Global Bowl, awards, accolades, and bragging rights as you climb the ladder of success and greatness. Are you a pro or just an average Joe? The Greatest Gridiron is looking for dedicated and passionate people to help build a league that emphasizes on trust, loyalty, and respect. Look at you. What makes you so great? This is the Greatest Gridiron, where you can't stop greatness. Take flight. Take flight. Take flight. Take flight. There. Seems like a bit of a faster paced offense here for the Bisons. Broken up, good defense. Davenport. And then finally just giving the chair. Just do a bad pass there. They're going to go on 4th and inches here. Do they go to Davenport here? 4th and inches. They'll run the fullback inside Lawrence's shoulder, and then suddenly finally going to be